Tell you something. You gotta let that hate go. You gotta let that hate go. You wanna know why? Because the way I'm putting things together, the way I'm planning things out, I'm gonna keep on winning. And you're literally gonna die watching me win over and over and over again. Now, if you banking on my downfall, it's not gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. I might have some bad days that you might get a little key out of, but I'm never gonna fall. Like, I promise you, I'm not your enemy. I mean, there's probably somebody out there that's preying on your downfall, but not me though. So heal. Gotta heal from that.
One thing I noticed about people who don't like you, or, you know, who are jealous, right? Whatever not liking you falls under, because it could fall under different things and emotions, right? Is they will try to hide opportunities from you, right? Whether it's not inviting you out, whether it's not taking you places. I see this a lot of times with friends. Like, they will know people are romantically interested in you, people that you might like, right? Or people they know are good fits. And that person could tell them, and they will never tell you. They will never let you know. Or they'll try to discourage that person from talking to you romantically. You have a lot of people who, you know, would like you, a lot of people who want you in certain rooms, a lot of people who want to give you opportunities. But if you are around the wrong people, those things, you know, won't reach you. So I find that very interesting.
You know why I'm so heated? Because I'm such a loyal person.
I got you.
I'm a very loyal person. When I with people, I with them heavy. And I expect the same. I feel mad betrayed. That's why I'm screaming. Some will never understand the definition of loyalty, the definition of friendship. Let me tell you something. I don't need I don't need nobody to be successful. Go yourself, homie. You're gonna be real tight when I'm on that other level. You will see.
Why would I be tight?
Who's more beneficial?
When you are authentic and you have a great personality, you're attractive in many ways, and you just have that je ne sais quoi about you. Sometimes you'll be in environments, I've talked about this a lot before, sometimes you'll be in environments around people who don't like the fact that you are a magnet for great experiences, and just like opportunities fall in your lap, where you don't have to try hard to make people like you. You're not afraid to be yourself unapologetically, and just you being yourself gets you places that maybe them working hard for or having to wear all these masks don't get them. And if we're honest, we don't know the way that people perceive us in their own head, because people have perspectives that are rooted in either their abundance or scarcity. People have perspectives that are rooted in abundance or scarcity. So looking at you, okay, because the average person is superficial, looking at you, sizing you up, scanning you up and down. It doesn't matter if these people have known you all your life or not. Doesn't matter if they are family members or friends. Doesn't matter if they are lovers or whoever. Just looking at you, people have their own perceptions of what they think you are. And in their mind, they may not think you're that dope. They may not know you're that intelligent or think you're that smart. They may not think you're that funny. They may not think you're that attractive, because their perception of you is rooted in their abundance or scarcity, and it is rooted in either limitation or endless possibilities. A lot of people have just superficial ways of looking at life. So just scanning you up and down, they just come to a conclusion about who you are based on projection or just based on the way they want to see you. Sometimes we're surrounded by people who only see the flaws in us. And you could be a very beautiful person inside and out, but because of their own personal insecurities, or as I said, their own personal perspectives, they may only want to see the flaws in you. So they maximize and magnify your flaws to feel better about themselves. So then they start putting you in all of these boxes, and these boxes are limited. And so what happens is, when they do see you in like a natural environment around other people, they watch the way other people receive you and the way other people view you. And the way that other people may view you is way higher than the way they have viewed you. Also, when you're comfortable, they start to see you blossom and spread your wings, and then show many layers of yourself that maybe they were not privy to for whatever reason. The more you show aspects of yourself, the more attractive and the more of a magnet you become. And as they're watching you do your thing in life, they're watching people receive you in many different ways. And a lot of times on the surface, it appears like you get received very well. Even if you are a polarizing person, we know with polarizing people, you usually have some type of divided reaction. Either people really like you or they really despise you. But even then, still, it seems as though life bends to your will. Some kind of way, you still appear to be favored, whether people like you or they don't. And they will be building private and secret resentment. Although they have distorted admiration for you because they're just getting introduced to certain parts of you as well, especially if you are a late bloomer. If you're someone that went through a lot of hardships in the beginning of your life, and then as you got older, you develop your own personality and you kind of came into your own when it comes to confidence and it comes to some level of self-assurance. You have to keep in mind, because you're extraordinary, because you are rare, and maybe because you spent a lot of time in solitude in the beginning of your life, people don't really know you. So as a late bloomer, later on in life, when you become an adult, mid-20s, early 30s, some people early 40s, mid-40s, some people 50s, people start to really see you awaken into yourself. And once they see that, oh my God, the hate is out of this world. So what usually happens is people build silent resentment for you. They build some type of silent competition within their heart as it relates to you. So if given the opportunities to try to block you or to limit you from going any further than where you are, they will do that. The way they try to limit you and keep you from going to the next level in the hierarchy is they try to block networking opportunities from you. So if somebody is interested in you, let's say on a romantic level, somebody got their eye on you, but they're too intimidated to approach you or they're just too nervous. So the person will go to someone who they believe is in close proximity and close to you to give the word to you that they're interested. So they'll go to that person and say, hey, I got my eye on your friend. I got my eye on your relative. I got my eye on your coworker. Can you let her know that I'm interested? Here's my number. Can you give it to her? If the person has secret resentment and they're jealous of you and you don't know it, they may run this play like they've received the number and they'll give it to you, but they really don't say nothing about it at all. So the person will believe that you rejected them. They may try to make it seem like you have somebody when you really don't. You are really an eligible bachelorette or bachelor or what have you. But they believe that if someone is interested in you and it may be your type, that if they just tell that person that, then it's going to stop the opportunity for you guys to connect. Or it may be even worse than that. They may tell the person that you're not who you present yourself to be. Maybe you are a prostitute or you're on drugs or, you know what I mean? Like you're crazy or something. Or you're just all of these horrible things. But a lot of it is just to block the possibility of you having a genuine connection with someone, especially if the person may be your type, or especially if it looked like you guys may be complementary to one another. So they'll try to block that off in hopes that you won't have success in your love life. Or if it's an opportunity to get more clients, to get more money, or to get into a different tax bracket. Somebody may come to them and they know you skilled at something and you're operating in that field, and the person may go to that person because maybe they can't find you for whatever reason. And they think that the person is in close proximity to you. So they try to ask that person for your contact so that they can try to give you some clientele, or so that they can put some money in your pocket or proposition you with an opportunity. And the person may lie and say you're horrible at what you do. You're not good. You're horrible at what you do. Give you a bad review or whatever it is. All because they're trying to keep you from going to the next level. But what they don't know is when a person is a hustler, you can sell water to a well, you can sell words to a dictionary. I just made that up off the fly. When you are a person who is driven and you are determined to maximize your lifetime and really enjoy this life, nothing and no one is going to stop you from getting to where you want to be. And a lot of times people don't know you. Okay? They think they know you because they know of you based on what you show them. Because when it comes to extraordinary and rare men and women, nobody really ever knows them. They could be around you for many years, and the average person, whether they see you every day, don't really know you because you do not show your whole hand, because your nature is that of an onion. There are many and many and many layers to you. They don't know your capability. They don't know what you can and can't do because you've never shown your whole hand. And it's not because you're mischievous or you got something up your sleeve. It's just that you're so multidimensional. The well is deep, and it is deeper than deep. And so what happens with people who are haters, who don't want to see you grow, they believe that they can determine your success rate or not. They think that they can control if you're going to get to the next level in the matrix or not. And that is not true, because one thing about a person who you try to imprison, who is destined for a life of fulfillment, you will soon find out that they are the warden. The person that you try to imprison is the warden. A lot of people believe that in this matrix, you have to know someone to get to exactly where you want to be. But for rare and extraordinary people who God has destined to be something amazing in this lifetime, they do know someone. They have a divine plug. They have a divine plug. Once that person step all the way into their alignment unapologetically, they automatically get that divine authority. And with that divine authority, they're able to co-create with God, and you will start to see the manifestations of God's will over their life. It may not look like everybody else's. It may look unorthodox, but God will grant that person personal power to be able to co-create and manifest a life that you tried to stop or that you tried to block off from them. Because if a person is destined for something and it is theirs in their lifetime to have, no man, no woman can stop them from having that which God has ordained them to have. The thing about God is he may not take you the normal route. You might have to go through the back alleys, all the back roads and everything to get to the destination that God wants for you to go. But nonetheless, he's definitely going to get you there. So where people try to cut off alliances from you, romantic partnerships from you, professional connections from you, none of that can stop the divine hands of time. Because what God will do is, if no one will open the door, he will open the door for you by doing what? God will turn a human being into a master key to manifest that which he has for you in the external world. He will give you everything that you need internally to be able to handle what he releases to you externally. It takes a lot of tenacity and a lot of emotional groundedness to handle the different types of opposition that comes along with this path when God releases abundance and prosperity to you. Because someone is always trying to suppress, oppress, and hold you back from that which belongs to you. And you have to be a person who's not a victim to circumstances and be able to see life at different angles. It's just like with anything. Like if we look at geometry, if you go to this angle and it's 90 degrees and that's blocked off, you go to the next angle. If you go to that angle and that's blocked off, you go to the next angle. If you go to that angle and that's blocked off, you go to the next angle. Sometimes you have to look at life from different angles. If one road appears to be blocked, you go to another road. That appears to be blocked, go to another road. I promise you, when it comes to determination, God will always make a way where it appears to be no way. When it comes to God, if he wants you to have something, he will always clear the roads for you. And if you are a determined person and you understand the supreme consciousness that is God, when it comes to life, when it comes to breath, I've talked about a lot of this stuff before, then you know that if you're destined, you're destined. And if you stand in that alignment and you operate with your actions just like that and apply your intentions just like that, then the roads will open for you. There will always be a way for you. So whereas people have tried to close doors on you, people have tried to block you from certain connections, God will make you the connection. He will make you the master key to open the door. For every no you've heard, he will give you the yes and make you the yes man of your own life. For any job that didn't hire you, God will make you an employer to hire yourself. For anything that has ever happened on your path that try to block the vastness of possibilities that God had for you, if you believe that something is destined and you stay in that alignment, He will open up the roads for you. And the fear that people had when it comes to your success and you being something of value and being a blessing to this world, their worst fears will come upon them because they thought you needed to know somebody to get somewhere. They thought you needed to have something to get somewhere. And God will make a fool out of them and show them that He made you somebody that you needed. That He gave you the abundance that you needed with no money in your hand. God alone will make you that through embodiment. So whereas they thought you had to know somebody, you become that somebody that people want to know. You understand? Whereas they thought that they were going to block you from connecting with people, the very same people that wanted to connect with you before probably want to connect with you now, and they don't even feel worthy to be in close proximity to you, or they don't even think that they could even get close to you because people see your glow up. People see your level up in life. They will see that you are self-made and God engineered. And one thing about somebody that's self-made and God engineered, you can't take nothing from them. You can't blackmail them. You can't blacklist them. You can't do any of that because God made them the opportunity maker. And that's the thing that people don't understand. So when you find yourself in situations where people think they're going to cut you off from having this or that or being in connection with that person or this person, whatever you do, don't match their energy. Don't get frustrated. Don't feel helpless. Don't feel victimized. Take that on as an opportunity to become the embodiment of that which they are trying to withhold from you. Anything that a person is trying to withhold from you, become the embodiment of it. If somebody's trying to withhold love, become loving to self. If somebody's trying to withhold opportunities, think about your creativity and the things that you're naturally good at. And in this type of world, you can always find a way to use your natural born creativity to make a way where the path appears to be blocked. Anything. If people are trying to make it seem like they're excluding you and you can't sit with them, or build your own table where you can create your own standards for who can and can't sit with you now. You have to understand that everything that a person is trying to withhold from you, all you have to do is tap into your God-given ability and become the embodiment of that. And the box that they tried to build for you, not only have you surpassed their limited view of you, but you have surpassed even those who wanted to connect with you when they tried to block you in the beginning. They don't even feel worthy to be in connection to you anymore because you have far surpassed anything that has tried to suppress, oppress, or try to imprison you to a version of yourself that never really truly existed. The thing about these people is they never knew you. All they knew was a version that they created in their own head. And that is what frustrates a person even more than before because they cannot stop what God is given to go to. If this is your first time here, like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for listening.